Hey guys, it's your girl Radiance here, and I am so excited to do this post installation video to show you all how my hair turned out after I have gone through 10 hours of Sisterlock installation. I really just enjoyed the experience this weekend overall, being able to go to from the consultation all the way up until now, actually getting the installation done. It was very stressful in that this was supposed to have happened months ago, but I'm a strong believer in everything in God's timing, even hair. Yes, whether it be a financial issue or whether it be a growth issue within yourself or whether it be a growth issue with your hair, because my hair was all kinds of discombobulated throughout this process, going from having traditional locks for 3 years, combing those out, and then trying to go back and get Sisterlocks shortly thereafter. It's just a lot on your hair. So I actually have been really grateful for this little grace period where from the time I took my traditional locks out until getting the Sisterlocks this weekend. So I am really excited with how they turned out. I'm pleased. I thought I was gonna do one of those, oh my God, buyer's remorse, I hate my hair videos. But one of the things I did before going into this was a lot of research. I've watched dozens upon dozens of YouTube videos, from the ones that are like, yay, I'm so happy, I love my Sisterlocks, to even a few people who are like, I took my Sisterlocks out before the 2-week retie came up because of whatever situation might have happened. I've talked to a bunch of people about it. I didn't go into it blindly. A lot of people have asked me, why are you doing this? Like, what if you don't like it? And my first response is always, if I don't like it, I'll just shave my head off. Like, I mean, I don't. I don't really care. My husband might care, but I don't care about, you know, cutting my hair all off. I've done it before. I will gladly do it again if I had to. But this is not one of those hairstyles where it's like, oh, I'm going to hate it, so I'm just going to prepare myself to cut it off. I would never invest the amount of money that was put into this particular hairstyle knowing that I might just go ahead and cut it off. I did a lot of research. I asked questions. I looked things up on Google. A lot of people are like, well, what's Sisterlocks? Google, like, it's out there. It's been out for years, decades, and it's just something that has become more prominent because of everybody's move to the natural hairstyles and wanting to be all natural, or even the Rasta movement with the dreadlocks. So if you look up dreadlocks, you'll eventually come across Sisterlocks, because they're not one and the same, but they are in similar categories. So that was my major thing going into this, was research. I had to know what I was getting into, how much it was going to cost me. I'm not one of those people that just was like, I'm just about to go change my hair. No, I talked to my husband about it, and a lot of people aren't really into that. Like, women are like, I'm going to do what I want to do, but I want him to, you know, like what he sees when he come home, or, you know, I want to feel confident that he still looks at me and loves who I am, whether it be from my hair to how I wear my outfits or whatever. I always consider his opinion. But that's just me, not knocking anybody else's, I guess, opinion or experience with that. But I did talk to him about it. I showed him a bunch of pictures. I got to have him on one day, and just let y'all get his perspective on how he feels about what I did and how I went about it. He likes my hair. Anyway, enough talking about why and when and how, but I really wanted you all to see how my locks came out. So one thing that I knew was going to happen was that I was not going to like the texture. Right now they're really, really stiff. It's like if you've ever had micro braids, and like back in the 90s and early 2000s, that was really popular. I used to get them all the time. That's what they feel like. They're really stiff and they're really small. So yes, it did take her 2 hours to do my hair on Friday. I went in after work. I went in at 6. She didn't really see me until about 8, and we went from about 8 8:30 to 1:30 that morning. And then yesterday I went in at around 5:30 and I got into her chair. It was about 6:30, close to 7, and we got done about 12:30ish. So it was pretty intense. And she worked really quickly for it to just have been one person. I was expecting to have 2 people to work on my hair, but she worked really quickly. And it did not hurt. I've seen a lot of videos that talked about how much their heads were hurting after they got done. And I'm tender-headed, so it didn't hurt me at all. Even while she was doing it, there was a few times where she parted my hair, and because my hair was just nappy, like, that hurt. But as far as the actual install, the crochet or the interlocking system that she used, it did not hurt. It wasn't painful at all. But they are really small. The one thing I didn't ask her was how many locks I have, so I have to get back with y'all on that one. I have no idea how many locks this is, but I'm happy with these. I have a good length, I think. She even commented on how well my ends curled. Typically, the ends of the lock stay out and they're a little frayed. Some people have like whole little baby afros on the end of their locks. My hair coils very tightly. Yay, 4C hair. And so at the end, it looks like this. And it's not as bad as some other people's hair who like look like they did half micro braids and lift out afros at the end. Not knocking anybody else's hair type or hairstyle, but I am grateful and thankful that mine doesn't look too wild on the ends, and it kind of blends in well and coils nicely with the rest of my hair. Let me let y'all look at the back. So one thing that I'm a little worried about is the spacing that you can see where she parted, and you can see like the grid basically, and that's normal for the first few probably months until my hair starts to thicken up and starts to actually lock. You're going to be able to see my grid, so it literally looks like I have micros in my hair. I tried my best to comb them together and try not to have spaces and stuff, have my little, whatever this is, little afro bob or whatever. I did put this little headband on it because I wanted it to stay back, and this is probably how I will wear it for a while until it straightens out and I can like do a little side part and all that cute stuff that everybody else be doing. I want to shout out my little baby lock right here. It's so cute. It's like a little tendril. I love it. Anyway, but I have a few of these. My edges are so damaged from my lock journey, my previous lock journey. She was just like, hey, I'm not even gonna bother these edges. I'm gonna let you continue to try to grow them back out. It's been a struggle, y'all. I'm not ashamed to say the struggle is real. I've done a lot of damage to my hair over the years that I've been natural, just because I wasn't comfortable with being natural. When I first cut my hair, I was good, but then I started wearing micros more, and I started wearing individual braids, box braids. When I got my locks, I got them established as faux locks first, and just those pulled on my edges. Then after I took the faux locks out and I had my traditional locks growing out, I wasn't happy with how those looked. So I started wearing box braids and single leads, twists, and all this other stuff over my hair. So, hey, baby didn't take care of these edges, and that's what happened. So right now I'm actually using a product to try to thicken them up. I do believe my follicles are pretty damaged in certain areas, so may not have hair there for a while or ever again, and I'm okay with that because I know like it was my journey and there are places where I just really messed it up. But I am trying to get my edges to grow back in a little thicker so that either I can eventually get little baby locks like this on the ends, or I can just, you know, kind of brush them back so it doesn't look like I'm bald like it looks like right now. Either way, I'm very happy with what this looks like and how it came out. I'm trying to think of anything else that I can share with you guys that wasn't shared in my last video from the first day of the install. I'm just happy with it. Like, I think a lot of people didn't understand what I was doing when I first started talking about this and asking people to subscribe and follow my journey, and they're like, didn't you just have locks? Yes, I did. I decided to change it up. And if God forbid I ever get tired of these or want another change, I'm not one that is married to a hairstyle, but I think I will have these locks for a very, very long time, if not until death. I really like how this came out. I can't wait for them to mature, and I can't wait to show you all how they mature and what the journey looks like as I progress through this hair experience. So leave comments, like, subscribe, tell me my hair looks good so I can feel better about it on those bad hair days. I've appreciated all the support I've gotten so far. So until next time, guys, thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.